Welcome to Just Your Average Quarantine Cult Culture. We're being like everybody else.
We're doing Skype shit. It's going to sound weird because there's going to be a delay, and I guarantee Chad's not going to know how to navigate it.
F you.
It's the truth.
So how you doing? You quarantined up in your bedroom after dealing with boats from Germany and Mexico?
Yeah, we were supposed to do fucking Gina. We're only allowed to have 5 drivers in a van now.
Are you serious?
So that means the guy driving the van and then 4 drivers. And we only have 5 vans. That means instead of having 4 of 10 going up and having 40 drivers go up, we're now only having 20 drivers go up a time. So 1,800 today, they didn't finish. They just gave up at 5 o'clock. I'm like, I'll do it again tomorrow.
Figures, I had a scare with Corona.
Yeah, Chad actually got Corona and died.
This is my ghost.
Yep. I'm super healthy, so I don't know why everyone's freaking out.
Well, I never had a fever, but, I had constant chest pains, I couldn't breathe, and I had crazy body aches, and my doctor's like, just because it came negative doesn't mean you don't have it.
Oh, fuck that. Are you sure it's not because you smoked 1 billion cigarettes the other day?
Did not smoke 1 billion cigarettes the other day.
Yeah, you did.
And it wouldn't give me body aches and everything.
If you had cancer twice, it might.
Yeah, maybe it just triggered the cancer.
Yeah.
Cancer. The trequel, whatever you can call it.
Yeah, 3P.
The 3rd time's the charm.
Yeah.
Nah, so now I can't work till the 13th.
That's funny.
Yeah. I decided...
well, thoughts? Nah, I shouldn't say that. Gina's like... I think she's trying to shut down the pier, but in, pieces. You know what I'm saying? Because, first she limited how many drivers we got. Now she's making boats quarantine for 2 weeks before they can come into port. Which the journey from Veracruz to Davisville is 2 weeks. So I don't know why she's making them quarantine an extra 2 weeks. It's fucking weird.
That's rough.
But once she shuts it down, the state's no longer making money. So we'll just go bankrupt. Thanks, Governor.
Yeah. Rhode Island's governor sucks.
Last year, she was rated the worst governor in America.
Rhode Island.
I know, dude, we suck.
But anyway, this isn't the podcast, it's the cult culture.
No, this is just us reminding you that
Cult
we still
culture.
exist.
Yeah, we're still here.
Cult culture.
Sorry for the dark weeks. Those weren't fun.
Chad was sick and I was working. Nah, what are you gonna do?
Yeah. But today, to Chris's bitterness, I'm forcing him to talk about zombies and George Romero.
My favorite thing in the world.
Your favorite director.
George Romero, he's not my favorite. I like him. I like his early, I can't even say his early stuff because that makes me sound stupid. I like that his first couple movies were really good.
Well, stuff before the 2000s.
Yeah. I hate that all his other movies were really fucking bad.
Like Diary of the Dead, Survival of the Dead. Where he just rebooted the Living Dead franchise.
Right.
And then just made it a continuous story. That was awful. But I watched The Crazies the other day. It's definitely a movie people should watch during the quarantine.
The original?
Yeah. That was good.
The original's really
I watched
good.
both of them, but the original's really good.
The original just feels more real.
Yeah.
Probably because it was shot on a shittier camera.
Yeah.
You know?
But...
Or no, it's probably because it was shot on film, and the remake is all digital.
I don't know. Which is your favorite of the Living Dead movies? You like Dawn, right?
I like Dawn the best, the original Dawn.
Yeah, you don't like the remake, do you?
It's not that I don't like it, it's just, doesn't feel the same.
Yeah.
The original kind of has almost a surreal feel to it, where they're all just kind of hanging out in the mall and having a fucking fantastic time.
Then shit just goes crazy.
And then the biker gang shows up, remember that part? That part was awesome.
I don't know why they didn't put that in the remake. That would have been hilarious.
Because the remake was going for, serious, and...
I do love the opening scenes of the remake, though, with the little kid and stuff.
Yo, is Tombs in remake? Toombs from Riddick?
No, it's not him.
Dude, he
The
plays
mall cop?
almost the exact same guy.
The mall cop?
Yeah, the evil mall cop, the racist
I
one.
don't think that's him.
We'll look it up.
Yeah, I don't have my phone, so it's up to you.
I don't feel like Googling any of it.
Oh, you don't like Day of the Dead, though, right?
What? I don't like what?
Day of the Dead?
Nah, I mean, it's not that... I don't know, I just thought it was stupid.
Did you not like the whole zombies can learn thing?
I mean, that's fine, but, like, the whole movie was just a mess.
Yeah. I don't know. That was always the one I never saw a lot of, so I've probably seen that one the least.
I saw it on Sci-Fi Channel when I was young, and I was like, the fuck is this? I saw it before I saw Night and Day. It was the first one I saw, and I was like, what the fuck? This is dumb. My friend made me watch Night, and I was like, holy shit, this is really good.
I just remember I saw Night of the Living Dead, the color version first.
Oh, that sucks.
And then I bought it, and it was a black and white version. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
You were, like, pissed?
No, still a good movie. I like the black and white version because the zombies look better.
It looks better, and when you do black and white movies, you can play with shadows a lot better.
Yeah.
So it can add a mood.
I love that movie, though. Dawn of the Dead's great, too. I love Land of the Dead. I don't know why you don't like that movie. It's so funny.
It's like I've seen it once when I was stoned and, like, younger. It's just like, whatever.
Did you ever see Return of the Living Dead?
That's the one made by Romero's partner, right?
I have no idea. It's the one with the punks.
The guy who made Turn, made Night together. And then I think he, like... so he owns the title of owns the title Living Dead, and Romero doesn't. So that's why it's Return of the Living Dead. But then George Romero went from Night of the Living Dead to Dawn of the Dead, Day of the Dead, Land of the Dead.
Yeah.
Because he lost the living. I think he lost the rights to use living in his title or something like that.
Yeah, Return of the Living Dead's like a hit or miss for me. Part of it was good.
I've seen it like 3 times, and I loved it once. I loved it the first time I saw it, and then I saw it again, and I was like, alright. And then I saw it a third time, and I was like, I don't know if I actually like this movie anymore.
Yeah, the effects are cool, like when the zombie's on the table with just its head and spine and everything. Yeah, and it's talking and stuff. Monster. Huh?
The gross one. That one's my favorite.
The one from, like, the canister thing?
Yeah, the one that comes out and he's just all goopy and disgusting. Fuck no.
That movie was just nuts. I like the story. Like, I'm surprised they haven't tried to remake that one.
I think there's a guy who owns it. It's like, fuck you, it's mine.
Yeah.
No way I'm giving you the rights.
But that's what I want to talk about the most is, like, there's a lot of different types of zombies in zombie movies. You have the George Romero, like, the slow walking, the ones that just kind of maul you and eventually, I guess, learn. But then you have Return of the Living Dead, the ones that are, like, coherent, they can talk and everything, but they're just in constant pain, so they need to eat brains, because I guess that's the only way they can not be in pain.
Yeah.
Then you have the Infected from 28 Days Later that aren't technically zombies.
Aren't zombies either.
But they're put in the zombie category.
I don't think so. I'd put them in the same category
the crazies.
As, like, any virus movie or plague movie.
Yeah. I don't know.
Just like Last of Us would be in that same category, because those aren't zombies either. That's a parasite, a fungal infection.
I think that might be the most realistic thing that's going to happen to us.
Well, I mean, it exists. Cordyceps exists.
Yeah, with, like, ants and stuff, and, like, small
they infect
animals.
lower life forms. And if evolution is real, which it's not, eventually they'll evolve to take over people.
Oh, you think Corona's bad? Wait till next year.
Yeah, I can't wait for China to fuck us over again. That'd be fun.
Send cordyceps around the country.
Have you Googled wet markets yet?
No.
I keep telling everyone to Google what a wet market looks like, and now you'll understand why this virus exists.
Ugh. I still think it's a scheme from the Chinese government to control their population and just get out of hand.
Yeah. Who knows? China sucks. That's the takeaway. But,
their
zombies.
Government sucks. People are cool, kind of.
I don't know. What do you want to talk about?
Well, what would you think about, like, what would your ideal, if you had to choose one of the zombies, and I don't care if it's the Infected, the Cordyceps, The
Probably
slow
Night.
night.
Night and Dawn. Because they're just
Well, even
moving
Dawn.
corpses.
The shitty thing about the remake too at Dawn of the Dead is they made them faster moving zombies.
Because it's 28 days later.
Yeah.
Or not. Was it before 28?
I think
or
it came
after?
I think Dawn of the Dead came out in 2004.
And when did 28 come out?
Maybe 2000. Maybe around 2005, 2006. I think.
Yeah.
I definitely think Dawn came out first. Are you looking it up?
I was, but then I decided, never mind.
You're so lazy. So you think those would be the...
Pretty... my favorite part of the remake of Dawn, I guess, is I watched the deleted scenes with A Body of Mine, and they have like a video diary of the guy in the gun store, and it's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, I think I saw that a long time ago.
Yeah, I thought that, I was like, if this was the movie, just a guy recording himself going insane and running out of food and water, like the part where he's like, don't worry, little fish, I'm not going to eat you, and then it's like 3 weeks later, the fish tank's like half empty and the fish are gone because he's just been drinking the water out of the tank. Yeah. I like that.
That would have been a cool, like, 45-minute movie.
Yeah, like fucking student short film or something, I'd watch that.
So you're not a fan of zombie movies? Or are you just tired of them?
I'm tired of it, man.
You didn't like Did you actually watch Train to Busan?
I actually watched Train to Busan. The only cool character was the dude with the pregnant wife. And
That guy was awesome.
for some reason, he sacrificed himself.
Yeah. He was awesome, though. He was just run through the train car, just punching zombies in the face.
Yeah, he's awesome. And he's like doing like fucking, not like Muay Thai or he's almost like boxing them. And you know I love boxers. So
Yeah.
I was like, this is cool.
And that guy's
And
gonna
the
be
steps,
that guy's gonna be in the
Hit them
Eternals.
like
You know that?
just break their neck and keep going. I was like, that's cool.
He's the guy that's gonna be in the Eternals.
Was he the guy from Old Boy?
I don't think.
Or am I just racist and think all Asian people look the same?
Maybe the latter.
Probably.
But yeah, I thought that movie was awesome.
Again, Chad, this is why I don't like watching movies when they've been hyped to me, because I go in expecting it to be fucking awesome, and it's a good movie, but I was like, oh, it could have been better.
Yeah.
You know?
You had to watch the Peninsula trailer. The Train to Busan Peninsula.
Why would they make another one, man?
It's in the same...
Also, I hate the ending of that movie.
Well, how, like, the father dies and it's just the daughter and the woman.
No, that's perfectly fine, because I love depressing movies. In Night of the Living Dead, does the main character survive?
No.
No, he gets shot to death. It was the exact same scenario, where the people aiming the gun at the little girl and the pregnant lady couldn't tell if they were infected or not. But in the Night of the Living Dead, they decide to shoot him. They shoot him and go, got another one, bring his body to the pile. And then in this one, the soldier's like, I don't know if I should shoot or not, and then he decides not to. Fuck that. They should have shot the pregnant lady and the little girl, ended the movie on the most depressing, sour note possible.
I'm just glad that it's not a direct sequel to that movie. It's just set in the universe. They're doing like a Cloverfield bullshit. Which good for them.
No, don't do a Cloverfield bullshit.
Yeah, it's just same universe, same zombie invasion, just different parts of the world.
Well, Cloverfield isn't the same universe.
It's supposed to be the same universe, but they're just botching it because they're taking scripts from like the "we don't want to make these" pile.
I thought the way I figured it, I thought Cloverfield might have been like an art collective now, where it's just a bunch of directors and writers just being like, yeah, we'll just call it Cloverfield, you know, so that way we all stick together and we'll get more money.
No, because the original Cloverfield was actually made for Cloverfield. Then they had what's the second one called? Cloverfield Lane. 10 Cloverfield Lane. That was a great movie, but that was one of those movies that wasn't meant to be a Cloverfield movie. They just got the script
and
adapted
then there's
it.
the Cloverfield Paradox, which is also not supposed to be Cloverfield, but it is.
But they're all supposed to be connected in the same universe, but I think they gave up on that. Because Cloverfield Paradox is
one
bomb.
is about a giant monster, the other's about an alien invasion, and then the third one is just, I don't know, I didn't see it.
Well, I didn't watch. I tried to get Patty to watch it the other day, and she said no. I did watch Birds of Prey. It wasn't awful. It wasn't awful.
I thought you said it was unwatchable, and I was like,
no,
yeah, that's the general vibe.
It's what I was telling Patty. It's a movie. There's no point why they had to make this movie. But I hated her in Suicide Squad, but I liked her a lot in this.
The
Harley Quinn girl, yeah.
Margot Robbie's just super hot. That's that's my takeaway. That's
She's actually pretty hilarious in this movie, though. She actually acts like Harley Quinn, and she's not like super annoying, trying too hard like she was in Suicide Squad.
You want to know a secret? I never liked Harley Quinn, ever.
That's not like a.
Not even in the animated series. Never thought Harley was cool.
That's not really an unpopular decision. She's okay to me. I don't think that she deserves her own movie and everything. The animated show they made for her is kind of funny.
Yeah.
It has like her, Batman's in it and stuff, Poison Ivy and everything. Now they're just making
a lesbian relationship.
Yeah, the girl from Scott Pilgrim played Huntress was actually really funny in it, and she's super hot too. So.
Did they talk about how Huntress is like a rape baby or whatever?
A what?
Isn't Huntress a rape baby? Wasn't she born by rape?
Oh yeah, I think they actually go into like her childhood and everything in the movie. It's pretty fucked up. I don't really remember because I was doing something. Can't remember.
So wait. You were doing something.
I think I was playing Monopoly while I was watching it. And I whooped Patty's ass.
What was I gonna say? I don't know. What else you were?
See any PlayStation controller?
What are you saying?
This is just our loosey-goosey episode. So we've really talked about anything. See any PlayStation controller? Little PS5?
No, I haven't seen the new controller.
Look at it real fast. Of what I read, I tried reading it really fast. I don't know if it was real, but I guess like, when you pull a bowstring, you feel the tension, obviously. I think they're doing that with the L2 and R2 button where you can actually feel the tension of like a bowstring or like a trigger or something on the...
So, pressure?
Yeah. Well, I don't really like the design.
I guess.
It looks too much like an Xbox Stadia controller, baby.
It looks like, I don't know, I guess it's okay.
Like, it's probably going to fit in your hands fine, but I just love the PS4 controller.
The PS1 dev kit's only $9,980.
Wow.
You want to buy it?
No, we need to get an Elgato first.
More than 49% of them have already been sold. Chad, we need to get them. Well, a PS2 test kit's only $110. Why the fuck is the PlayStation 1 so expensive? Huh.
Did you hear The Last of Us? They're giving out refunds and everything because it's delayed indefinitely.
No fucking way. Really?
Yeah. It's delayed. It's delayed because Sony doesn't want to rip off their fans on a great experience of launch. Meaning they want to make the most money they can.
Wouldn't releasing it during quarantine be the time to make the most money?
I don't know.
Because, I'll tell you what, everyone's playing Resident Evil Resistance right now because there's fucking nothing else to do.
I don't know why they just don't just release it all digital. People just buy it digitally.
Yeah, I don't know anyone that buys physical. Andrew used to buy physical games, but now he switched to digital only.
I love physical games, but I'm just fucking too lazy to go put the disc in now, and I'm too aggravated when Riley gets a disc and throws them and stuff. So I'll buy digital.
Digital's just better.
But I'm just sad that they're delaying that game. It was supposed to come out next month, man.
Do you want to hear how I got caught?
Caught doing what?
I went to go download Resident Evil 3, which I played and beat. It was fucking awesome. Really great game if you like Resident Evils. So I'm in the marketplace on the PlayStation, and I see Last of Us, and I'm like, what the fuck? And it has the number 48 next to it. And I was like, oh, 48 hours. So I click it, and it's like pre-order now, and I was like, the game comes out in 2 days. I might as well buy it. So I buy the, $70 version. And then I look, and it says 48 days until release. And I was like, PlayStation, you fucking dirty dog. You played me so fucking good.
You're an idiot. Were you high?
It got me. I wasn't high or drunk. I was just like, in my brain, I was like, because I knew Resident Evil had come out that day, and I knew Resident Evil and Last of Us were supposed to come out around the same time. So my brain was like, oh, Last of Us. Boop.
I think it was like April 21st or
Yeah.
May 21st, May 24th, something like that. But now I'm hearing that PlayStations might be like overhauling their design on the PlayStation 5.
I'm fine with take as long as you need.
I guess
don't care.
because I guess like
Yes,
Xbox,
sir.
the reason they made it like tall like a tower is because that big thing on top of it is just like a giant fan to make it so it doesn't overheat. And PlayStation's thing it was just like PlayStation 5 is just fucking sucking. I guess with everybody, it was overheating and everything. So
Remember when the PS3 first came out? My PS3 when it first came out melted because it ran so hot. I bought the $600 one, played it for like a year, and it fucking melted.
Mine just stopped working.
Like, Bob was like, we're like, it's broken, and he's like, no, it's not, and he pops open the fucking case, and like, it was melted. It was like, what the fuck?
Did you call them or anything, or did you just say fuck it and get a new one?
We couldn't do the warranty because we popped the case open.
Oh. Fucking Bob. Oh, I thought I lost you for a sec. You froze.
No, I'm here.
Well, I just want the PS5 to be good.
It will. It's PlayStation.
Do you hear all the great reviews for Final Fantasy VII Remake?
Again, fucking, of course Final Fantasy VII Remake's gonna be good. If it was bad, Squaresoft would go under, you know?
Square Enix. Squaresoft was the good one.
Oh yeah, Square Enix, my bad. I'm stuck in the 90s.
The best part is, like, everybody's complaining about the fighting. You never played the demo, right?
I haven't played the demo yet. I just want to play the main game.
Well, everybody in the demo, everybody's complaining because, like, basically, either square or X's attack. I can't remember. It's like you hit that to attack, then you can switch in the menu mid-fight, like without like pausing or anything to use your magic or materia and all that stuff.
They're trying to make it more character action-y.
Which I'm fine with.
Sucks because I like turn-based games.
When they say classic mode, I really thought they were gonna have a turn-based version of this, and I got really excited. But I guess that's not the deal with this.
It's probably classic mode, like classic Kingdom Hearts or something.
Yeah, I definitely would have played it turn-based though if that was the thing.
Have you played Resident Evil 3 yet?
No, if I can get around to the nap tomorrow, I might play it.
It's fucking great. But you really gotta look at Jill, because I can't tell if it's Mila Jovovich or fucking Natalie Portman.
It's Natalie Portman.
No, but once you actually see the 3D model and you can look at it from different angles, like straight on, she kind of looks like Natalie, but then when you see her profile, she's got Mila Jovovich's like nose and lips.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I think they did that on purpose. Because Mila Jovovich ruined the Resident Evil 3 movie.
Ugh. Sure.
It was like a good movie until she showed up on a motorcycle. Or not a good movie, but it was an okay movie until she showed up.
It was a good B movie. Because I like how they made Nemesis look and all that.
That's what I mean. Like, I was like, Resident Evil 3, we got Nemesis, we got fucking Jill, we got her partner, buddy, who, whatever. Dude, the black guy with the golden eagles or whatever. That guy was cool. I was into that.
Do you want to do a quick review of the Resident Evil 3 game?
Quick review. It's about as long.
We'll give you.
It'll take you about as long as it took you to play RE2.
Give your positives and negatives.
What?
Give your positives and negatives real quick. Rapid fire.
Positives. It feels really good to play. The graphics are really awesome. The Nemesis fights are rad as shit. It's just a good remake. Negatives. Little short, but whatever. Resident Evil game. Its replayability is only twice. Once you play through it twice and do everything, it's like, alright. This is more my fault, but I fucked up the second Nemesis fight. I didn't know a boss battle was coming, and then I was trapped in the middle of the boss battle, and if I wanted to go back, I would have had to go back like 10 minutes of gameplay, and if you play Resident Evil, you know that's actually quite a bit of gameplay. So I was like, fuck it, I'll just suffer through this. I had to fight Nemesis with a pistol and a grenade launcher with 2 flame rounds. And I was like, okay, let's try and do this. Because I ran out of shotgun ammo, so I put the shotgun in the crate. I put my knife in the crate because I missed a hip pouch early on in the game, so I had a fucking neutered inventory. I only had 8 slots instead of 12, or 8 instead of 10, and it was just was so hard. The early game was so hard because I just fucked up. But then once I got everything, it was easy peasy.
So overall, wait for it the price go down, buy it right now, or just don't play.
If you really like Resident Evil games, buy it right now. If you're a casual Resident Evil fan, I could wait a little bit. It's not like they're going to patch it or change it or anything, really. Any patches are going to be quality of life or whatever.
Yeah.
It's not like they're going to fucking add or subtract from the story.
That's good.
Carlos was cool. I thought he was going to be super annoying when I saw his character model, but and when you first meet him, he's so fucking annoying. But when you get to play as Carlos, it's actually fucking rad. Oh, and they give you a dodge button. You have a dodge button now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because fucking Jill, because, like, I don't know if you played RE2 Remake, but, like, it was pretty easy for Zombos to grab you, because they had the fucking lunge. But, you know, if you do a well-timed dodge, like, you'll get bullet time, and you'll be able to step out of the way and put, at least one round in its head. It's super useful for the Nemesis fights.
Pretty rad.
Dude, Nemesis is so cool in the early game. Because he fucking shows up and Jill's like, what the fuck is that? And he's just punching through buildings and, like, throwing, like, giant brick walls at you and shit like that.
Now, what'd you beat in about 20 hours?
I beat it in 6 hours, 59 minutes, and 34 seconds. Or whatever that, no,
Holy
7
shit.
hours, 59 minutes, 34 seconds.
So you think paying $60 for a 7-8 hour game is too much?
Now that's in game time. I think whenever you die, it doesn't extend the clock. You know what I mean? Because I spent at least 3 hours in the hospital section because I got lost and I kept dying. Because again, whenever I play Resident Evil, I don't carry stuff in my inventory. I bring one healing item, 50 rounds of pistol ammunition, and whatever gun I feel like using, which is not smart. So I kept running into situations where I was like, damn, if I had the lightning hawk right now, I'd be fucking aces.
Now, can you walk and shoot in this one?
No.
They make it where it's not like they did it in Resident Evil 5 or whatever, you can walk and shoot?
No, you can kind of like... I don't think you can walk and shoot. I don't know. I don't walk and shoot. When I shoot, I stand still.
Now, do you think they're going to remake Resident Evil 4 and 5? Think they're going to keep the hype train going with all this?
I would. Maybe not 4 and 5, actually.
Imagine a remake of 4, though. New mechanics,
Yeah.
new, like, graphics and everything.
Because you know how Resident Evil 3 ends, right?
No. Spoilers.
Oh, well, they nuke Raccoon City.
They what? They nuke it, yeah.
Yeah, they nuke it. And then the secret after credit shot is what appears to be Jill in Chris's apartment. So it's like, okay, so the next game is going to be Chris Redfield and Jill fucking running around fighting Wesker or something, maybe?
So you think they'll make Resident Evil 4.5 type thing?
Something like that.
Do you think they should just, like, keep those games in their own thing and just make another Resident Evil going after 3?
That's what I would hope. Because, like I said, the end of the game is Jill being like, I'm going to stop you, Umbrella. And you're like, cool. And then, Chris Redfield's already trying to do that.
Because Resident Evil 4 doesn't even really involve Umbrella too much, right? Because it's in the other country. What country
does
is it?
involve Umbrella. Because, what are they called? Ganado are all because Umbrella found this plant that supposedly can make people immortal or something like that. Because the whole time you're fighting this other company, you're like, what's this other company? What's this other company? And then you find out it's just a branch of Umbrella.
See, I have no memory of the game, so I always thought it was more of a cult that found the immortal plant thing.
They're all infected with weird parasite monsters.
Yeah. Did you like that game?
I loved 4. I already told the story about how I did the 2-day rental on Blockbuster, but kept it for 2 weeks and caused my mom to pay a lot of money.
I hated those late fees.
I had it for GameCube. Think about playing with a GameCube controller in a Resident Evil game.
I hated GameCube controller.
Me too.
I don't care what everybody says. The N64 and the GameCube controller are garbage.
Yep. Give me a PS2. I like the PlayStation 1 controller too, because the D-pad, each button was a separate button.
Yeah.
So it was really good for fighting games.
That's how it is with the PS4.
Yeah, but not really, because when you press down, you can feel the right button start to go with it, and the left button start to go with
Yeah,
it.
because it's all connected, but they're kind of popping up a little.
Yeah.
I love the PS4 controller, though. It fits very comfortably.
The PS4 controller is way better than the fucking PS3 controller. You used to be able to crush PS3 controllers in your hand. They were so fucking fragile.
I'm worried about the PS5.
I'm not. They're a billion-dollar company. There's no way they can fuck up. And if they do fuck up, oh well, it's just video games.
It's not just video games, Chris.
What do you mean it's not just video games?
Nowadays, there's add-ons, there's patches and everything, so I'm not too worried about a lot of stuff. I just don't want it to die after a year of use.
Well, don't buy the initial PS5.
Well, I'm not going to be able to buy it for a while anyway.
You have to wait for Christmas when they release the 3 terabyte model or whatever. Then you buy the original one at half the price.
I don't know. You think You think the new Xbox is actually going to be better than it?
Maybe.
Do you care about graphics and all that stuff, or you just want games?
Depends on the game. If it's something like Civilization, or like, you know, I don't care about that one game. If it's a first-person shooter, I prefer gameplay over graphics. Resident Evil, because the gameplay is pretty basic, I was more like, this game better be fucking pretty looking, and it was pretty.
Like, that's why I'm glad people are saying the remake of Final Fantasy VII is just beautiful.
Yeah. Again, Final Fantasy VII, if it was turn-based, I'd be like, I hope the fucking gameplay's amazing. Because, like, if it's just a boring, basic, rock, paper, scissors kind of fucking turn-based game, I'd be angry.
Did you like the turn-based in Final Fantasy 12?
I didn't play 12.
Oh, you didn't?
I stopped at 10. 12
was cool, because it was turn-based, but it had, like, a meter. So you do your attack, then you had your meter, and there's ways you could go faster or slower.
Yeah. Did you ever play, like, Darkest Dungeon?
No.
If the turn-based was like that, that'd be cool.
How'd that work?
You were, like, a party of 4, and you would show up, and based on your character's speed and stuff like that, and luck, and whether or not the opponent was surprised, or depending on the footing, or what character, you know, like, there's all these little factors in deciding turn order beyond just initiative, and it was pretty interesting.
I miss turn-based games, though.
There's a few out there. I wouldn't mind another XCOM. Did you ever play XCOM?
I've heard of it, I just never played it.
It's a really good turn-based, what do I call them? Like, tactics games. I love tactics games, like Valiant Hearts and Final Fantasy Tactics. And XCOM was really good, originals and the new ones.
I just want to get a Switch so I can play like the old Breath of Fire games and all that.
Did you hear about Switch when Animal Crossing came out?
Would it crash?
No, they sold out of Switches.
Just for Animal Crossing?
Yeah, when Animal Crossing got released, I was like, you know what? I think I'm going to buy an Animal Crossing and a Switch. And I went on Amazon and they were sold out. I went on the Nintendo page and they were sold out. I went on fucking eBay and couldn't find one.
Is Animal Crossing that good? I never played it.
It's a time management game where you get rewarded for doing chores. So yeah, fucking people love that shit.
So it's like a Neopet?
Yeah. Except instead of a Neopet, it's an island, and, you know, you're a happy fella, and there's happy animals that love talking to you, and you love talking to them. You can go fishing, and you can shake trees, and you can catch butterflies.
So it's a game for people that have a lot of time on their hands, like in the quarantine? So this is like the perfect time for this game to come out?
Basically, it's perfect for quarantine, because one of the key features of this new Animal Crossing is in real time you can go to other people's islands and hang out with them.
That's cool.
So it's like, yeah, it's perfect. And it's such an upbeat, happy game. Everyone's always smiling. Like, the colors are all bright and happy.
I can't wait till I get a Switch. Is Mortal Kombat on the Switch?
Yeah. Like a neutered. sad.
If Mortal Kombat was on Switch and it was good and I could actually train, although my controls would be all fucked up because of the fucking...
Yeah, and you'd be playing an inferior version, and then you'd go play it on PlayStation, and things would just move quicker and be more responsive and be better looking and everything. You'd be like, "What's a food?" You just get wrecked.
Does the PlayStation Vita still have the crossplay where you could play PlayStation 4 games on it?
I don't know.
I think I might pick up like a broke-ass Vita and just train.
Why?
I like handheld games because I can never play it with Riley because she's always around. I can't play Mortal Kombat with people getting like their guts ripped out.
You can fucking turn blood off.
No, you can't. Not on Mortal Kombat 11.
Yeah, you can. It's right in the options.
No, you can't. I looked online. It said Mortal Kombat 11 you can't. It's bullshit.
Well, sucks to be you. My dad was making me play violent games at 4 years old.
Well, she's afraid of everything. And...
Well, let's make it a show her blood.
Did I tell you I found out what the baby's gonna be?
Is it a boy?
It's a boy.
Oh, that sucks, dude.
Why?
Because I wanted you to be miserable.
You're the worst person ever. Finally gonna have a boy. Patty wants to name him Finnegan.
Is it gonna be that Peter Parker Paquin bullshit you want to do?
No, she wants to name him Finnegan.
Ew. Don't let that happen.
I'm trying to get Nolan.
That's not that bad.
Nolan North, man.
Dude, if you name your kid Finnegan, it's gonna get beat up.
Please tell Patty that.
Like, I would beat up a Finnegan. At whatever age I am, when I meet a child Finnegan, I'm gonna beat the shit out of it.
I told her, I'm like, if you name our kid Finnegan, I'm just gonna want to beat him up every time I look at him. And then she said, she's like, I'm gonna buy him a bunch of bow ties. I'm like, you want our son to be beat up?
You want our son, dude, Finnegan? Hey, Finn. Hey, I'm going to hang out with Finn after school. Hey, Finn, can you pass me that paper? Hey, Finn, you want to go play baseball? Ugh. Because then it would be like, dude, Finn's such a fucking weirdo. Dude, Finn smells funny. Dude, Finn sucks to talk to. Dude, Finn's boring. Like, it works better as an insult.
Dude, my kid is gonna be a little weirdo, though. It's gonna be awful.
Well, it's you.
Riley's already a little weirdo.
No, Riley's gonna be a cool chick.
Alright? You know the toy axe I have?
Yeah.
Riley sleeps with that at night now.
That's what I'm saying. She's a cool chick.
She's so crazy. You have anything else you want to talk about in pop culture?
Ezra Miller choked a bitch.
What?
Ezra Miller choked some lady. That was kind of funny.
When?
In Iceland, like a couple days ago. Well, no, it happened a while ago, but the story broke a couple days ago. So
why did he
funny.
choke her?
And,
does this mean he's not going to be able to make Flash?
I don't know. People don't know what this means. I saw the video. It looks like the chick thought he was messing around, but like he really does like choke her and put her on the ground, and then the video stops.
Everybody's like, holy shit, he's serious. Cut that.
Yeah. Because, I mean, he was wearing a bright red poofy coat and makeup, and he just looked like a fucking clown. And it's like, how do I take this guy seriously when he was like telling her to go away and shit like that, and she was like laughing because like he looks like a fucking clown.
God, I hope this means he's not going to be Flash again.
Yeah. Some people were saying he was being a douchebag, and then other people were saying she was being a douchebag, but I think they were both being douchebags.
If a girl's being a douchebag to you, you don't choke her out.
Yeah, unless you're a non-binary fucking weirdo. Fucking Ezra Miller, you wear dresses and shit like that, just fucking, like, freaking you out? No, you're embarrassing yourself.
I hated him as the Flash. That was not Barry Allen.
It felt more like a Wally West.
Yeah.
But, you know, he felt more like a Wally. Same with the Flash TV show. Like, they have Barry fighting Wally's villains and doing Wally's storylines. But it's like, yeah, I guess.
Yeah. I just want them to revamp the whole thing. Get rid of Jason Momoa.
I think they should just give up and only do one-offs.
Like, Gal Gadot, Even though she's an idiot and she put that stupid, like, what was that song thing she put out?
Imagine.
Yeah. But I like her as Wonder Woman.
Yeah, she's fine.
They ruined their best chance of having a good Batman. Nothing against Robert Pattinson, but
yeah, you better fucking watch your tongue.
but Ben Affleck, he's amazing.
I heard he's getting back with his bitch, so good for it.
Well, hopefully, I forget like what drove him into the alcoholism, but
J-Lo.
I don't know. But that whole Justice League Batman thing didn't help. I love how they're like, if you keep playing Batman, you're gonna drink yourself to death. And it's like, was it that shitty?
Yeah, so...
Working for Warner Brothers.
What else? I guess the original cast of Charmed is fighting.
Why?
I don't know what that's about. I don't know. Apparently one of them... What are their names? Something... I don't know. Alyssa Milano's getting yelled at by one of the other cast members for being a fraud, or I don't know. I looked at it for 2 seconds and realized they didn't give a shit and moved on.
Well, they have the problem. They have Alyssa Milano. She's super hot, but she needs to keep out of politics.
Yeah, she's a dumb cunt.
And then they have fucking that other girl. What's her name?
Rose McGowan.
Rose McGowan's the worst, dude.
Yeah, they're fighting. They're the two.
And then you have Shannon Doherty, where she, I guess, was this wicked bitch. Then you have the other girl who I haven't heard anything bad about.
The smart one?
Yeah. So that whole group was just mixed with 3 crazies and 1 normal girl being like, God damn it, keep me out of all this.
Yeah.
I hate Rose McGowan, though. She's the biggest hypocrite fraud ever.
Well, that's what she's calling Alyssa Milano right now.
Of course
I guess.
She is.
I don't know. My mom was trying to tell me about it. She's like, you'll never guess what the girls from Charmed are doing. I was like, I don't.
I don't care. I'm sorry if you guys don't care, but I don't know. What remake do you want to be seen? Like of the old games? No, video game wise.
Oh, another remake?
Like if they remake any of your old favorite games.
A Vandal Hearts remake would be cool.
I don't think I ever played that one.
Old turn-based tactics game. Super cool. Fucking, what was his name? Like, Pirate. What was his name? He was always my favorite.
Before I forget, I gotta say this.
What?
Remember how we were talking about Kojima or Sony buying the Metal Gear franchise and all that?
Yeah.
Did you hear they might be remaking the NES Metal Gear games?
I never played. I tried playing the first one on an emulator and was just like, fuck this.
Well, I didn't have the first one. I had Snake. Like the second one they made, and that was hard as shit when I was a kid.
That's what I mean. I was playing it like when I was like 22, and I was like, this is not for me. I can't do this. This is too like it was the only thing we had when it came out, so we didn't realize how poorly made it was. You know, and then you play it after playing like the new Metal Gears, and you're like, this is fucking retarded.
Well, that's why I guess the stories were really cool, so they might be going back and remaking the stories.
Yeah.
That's like, have you ever played the Demolition Man game for the NES?
No.
It was so fun, but it was so stupid and hard.
Is that the one based off a movie?
Yeah.
That movie's great.
Yeah, I love that movie. But imagine if fucking Taco Bell took over.
Yeah, every restaurant. I just want a movie about the franchise wars. I want to see that movie. Where, like, we wake up every morning and pledge our allegiance to McDonald's and then, like, run out into the trenches and fight Burger King employees.
Well, if you put it that way, yeah, the way you phrased it at first, Big, that'd be the most boring fucking movie ever. Bunch of corporate businessmen being like, we need to figure out how to one-up Burger King.
Oh, I always assumed they meant, like, a real, like, cataclysmic world-ending event, the franchise wars. When McDonald's became so big and powerful it could buy its own army, so Burger King had to fucking make alliances with KFC and fucking...
No, it's just every food... there's only a certain amount of food franchises left, or companies left, and they all run our government. That's all we can eat. And they're all fighting over power, so you have to choose your alliance. That'd be a cool video game.
Just make it like Game of Thrones, but like instead of families, it's restaurants.
Burger King's just the king, and everybody's trying to take it over.
Yeah, Burger King is the Lannisters. No, McDonald's is Burgers. Yeah. Burger King can be the Starks.
Wendy's are the fucking Baratheons.
Fucking Greyjoys are... What's a miserable, sad fast food company?
Burger King?
Greyjoys? What?
Burger King.
No, Greyjoys, Long John Silver's.
Are they even around anymore?
And down south they are.
Yeah.
Who's Waffle House?
Dude, Waffle House sucks. I don't care what anybody says. I remember every time we go to Florida down south, we're like, we'll go to Waffle House, and there's smothered like hash browns, just like hash browns with a piece of American cheese like barely melted on top of it.
We went to my family, I should say, went to a Waffle House in like Virginia or something. It was on the way back from South Carolina when we picked up Robbie from boot camp. And they were all like, let's go to Waffle House. And I knew about Waffle House. They had never seen one really or been inside one before. And I was like, I'm going to sleep in the car. You guys have fun. And then they came back like, half an hour later and they're like, it was gross in there. The food was terrible. And I was like, yeah, it's a fucking Waffle House, you idiot.
I honestly don't understand why people like them.
It's probably something you grew up with.
No, because when you have a Waffle... Where I went, there was a Waffle House here, and there was a Cracker Barrel, like, right there.
Oh, fuck, I forgot about Cracker Barrel.
Go to fucking Cracker Barrel. It's amazing.
No, it's not.
You don't like Cracker Barrel?
I hate Cracker. It's fucking gross.
Cracker Barrel is amazing.
God, you have weird taste, man.
What would you choose? Denny's or IHOP?
Bullet?
You had to be shot, but you had to choose one or else you'd be shot.
I guess I get shot, man. I don't like breakfast.
How do you not like breakfast?
It's gross. It's eggs and meat and bread.
You don't like eggs?
I like eggs, but I don't want it fucking like... Just give me a fucking sunny side up and 3 pieces of bacon and I'm good to go.
French toast, man.
I don't need like an eggs over my hammy or whatever the fucking... A grand slam.
Eggs over your hammy is one of the best drunk sandwiches out there.
Gross.
You don't like French toast? You don't like pancakes?
I hate French toast, man.
How do you hate French toast?
It doesn't taste right.
It's amazing. What is wrong with you? You're sick in the head.
It like, I can taste, it's making like my fucking mouth feel weird because I can taste that weird sourness to it.
You're an awful person.
And yes, I've eaten a lot of French toast. Every single time I tell someone I don't like French toast, they're like, dude, you gotta eat it. And they make me eat it in front of them. I'm like, it's just fucking gross. It doesn't taste right.
French toast is probably my favorite. It's probably my top 3 favorite foods.
That explains a lot.
When I was going through chemo and I was in the hospital, the only thing I could eat without getting sick was French toast. So I ate French toast every day for a month.
Disgusting.
I could eat French toast every day.
Ugh. I mean, it shows. It definitely shows.
Yeah. I didn't get this gut for nothing. Why are you looking at my gut? Rest in peace, Mustard Tiger.
You say that every single time.
We need to show our respect for him.
I understand. He was a great man. Him and Leahy.
Oh, fucking Leahy. That was sad.
Peace.
Drink for him, you asshole.
Yeah.
Watch the original Trailer Park Boys, then stop once it got to the Netflix episodes.
Stop when it gets to like season 8. They're on like season 15 or something retarded like that.
Thanks, they're making money.
And then they tried to do that SwearNet. Remember SwearNet?
Well, that's their podcast thing.
Yeah, but they tried to make a movie about it.
Did
and
they?
I tried watching it and I just fucking turned it off. I was like, this isn't even funny, man.
Ugh. I don't know, I missed like the super low budget. It's just a bunch of friends making stuff. Then like the later seasons, like it was kind of funny, but they got like Snoop Dogg and Tom Arnold on it and stuff. And it's like, this is taking...
Yeah, that's where it got kind of stupid.
It's like you're taking away everything of what Trailer Park Boys was.
The best part, it's when they started leaving the trailer park more often.
Yeah.
That they went downhill.
Just like the one line, it's like, smokes, let's go.
Smokes, let's go. It's smoke, go. Smokes, go.
And fucking, what's his name?
And the way Julian would hold his drink. Like, he never, like, held it. He'd always put it just in the crevice. So, like, and shit. And it was always the same level of fullness in every shot, no matter what.
It's just always being
Doesn't
filled.
like he's constantly refilling it. Such a good joke.
Bubbles was the best, though.
Dude, I love seeing butts on the ground. Every single time I see a cigarette butt on the ground, the line, "Look, Ricky's smoking butts," goes through my head. And Ricky be like, "Bring off!" As he's like picking up cigarette butts off the ground.
The Rickyisms are the best, though.
Toe-to-so. The whole house was engulfed. Gulf coming out of there, Gulf coming out of there.
I'm so bad. I can't think of the ones I always say, and people just give me fucking weird looks right now.
I do toe-to-so a lot.
Huh?
I toe-to-so. Instead of I told you so.
Yeah. That's a great show. You should definitely watch that. At least up till the Netflix.
He comes up with the Rickyisms on the fly.
Really?
So a lot of the time the cast are reacting to them like, what? It's like real.
Ugh. Imagine having to like dress like that all the time. Like having to stay in character.
I unironically loved that black and white shirt.
Like the checkered one?
Black and white pattern. I really love that shirt.
I'm gonna get you that for Christmas and you have to wear it.
And I did own, I think you owned one too, that anime shirt. We all had some sort of variant of that. Mine was blue and it had like a steel panther on the back and there was like fucking like red, like barbed wirey, like tribal things all over it.
Fucking early 2000s shirts.
Yeah, early 2000 shirt. It was shiny for some reason.
Yeah, they had like the weird, like uncomfortable shininess where you could feel it.
Like sweat, it rubbed against your skin wrong.
Yeah, those are the worst. Early 2000s clothing was probably the worst out of everything.
I saw a picture of Chris Evans and whoever he was dating in 2003, and holy shit, man, they looked every part of 2003.
Yeah, did he have the bleach blonde like tips and everything? Yeah,
and he was wearing like a weird like sweater and like kind of baggy jeans with like the chain for the wallet chain.
Did you ever have a wallet chain?
And I just looked at it and I was like, dude, that is my childhood. That's elementary and middle school for me. Holy shit.
How long did you go with the wallet chain for?
No, I never wore one.
Really?
Dude, I didn't start carrying a wallet until I was like 19 or 20.
Oh shit.
I didn't own a phone until I was like 24, you know?
I had a wallet chain probably up until freshman year in high school. Then I had a studded belt probably until I was 19, 20. Probably older than that. Maybe like 24. I had the studded belt.
John Rossi had to have a wallet chain because he would just put his wallet down and walk away all the fucking time. He lost so many wallets, so he's like, dude, I have to have the chain or I'm just going to lose it again.
The worst thing about the wallet chain is, like, if you're sitting somewhere, it constantly got caught in desks, and you'd always look like a fucking idiot, so just get caught in the chair and fall over.
John Rossi was like 6'5", 300 pounds, so he was getting caught on stuff all the time, no matter what.
Yeah.
You think he's going to be a zombie soon?
Be a very laid-back zombie. I don't know, but I think that's all we have for the super laid-back, just your average culture.
Yeah, this is just us reminding you that we exist.
Hope you enjoyed it.
We might do another. Now that we get the Skype thing going, we can do more.
Yeah.
We can do like Let's Watches and stuff.
Watch a movie.
People do that.
Yeah, I know.
I would more do it for commentary.
Yeah.
But if we're going to do that, we have to do a little bit of research about the movie we're going to watch.
Well, we're going to eventually have we're going to announce it now, our Force Watch.
Oh, Force Watch. Yeah,
we're going to have a Just Your Average Force Watch where we force each other to watch certain movies, but we don't need to be together to watch it. So we can watch it, take our notes.
You need to force watch the whole movie. You have to come up with 10 interesting facts about the movie. 10 things you liked and 10 things you didn't like.
Let's
That
go
way
with 10 liked, 10
forces you to watch the
didn't like.
movie.
And the person who forced the person to watch it can intro it and say when it came out and who made it and stuff.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out. That actually
It
might be.
doesn't have to be bad movies. It can be really good ones too. That
I don't have any bad movies that I want you to watch, at least in my
Oh,
mind.
dude, I have so many fucking bad movies you need to watch. I have so many good movies.
Just wait till I make you watch Surf Ninjas.
I'm gonna make you watch Birth of the Nation. Do you know what that is?
No.
It's the movie about the birth of the KKK. It was recorded in like 1923. It's a silent movie. It's like 5 hours long.
Anyway, thanks for watching Just Your Average Cold Culture. Chad will never watch that movie. We have one decline.
It's an okay movie if you look at it as a comedy.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit that bell to be notified. Don't forget to follow us.
I'll watch Birth of a Nation after this. I don't give a shit.
Share us. Thank you, guys. Have a good night.